It's really important to know your target audience when you're putting out your ideas and your content. If you want to communicate with someone effectively, you've got to communicate to them in their own language. Now here's an example. Let's say you wanted to communicate with little kids or Fortune 500 CEOs. Would you communicate to them in the same manner? No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't be very effective if you did. And it's important to know your audience and how they communicate so you can get your message through to them in a way that they can understand, that they're going to appreciate, and that they find a value. Does that make sense? I hope so, because it's really important. I've seen it far too often where somebody's like, I want to communicate with everybody. Well, that's just not going to work. You can't share the same message with everybody and have it resonate. There's different people, different belief systems, different age brackets, different sexes, different backgrounds that are all going to make the message come across differently depending on who you're connecting with. Some industry jargon for you. We have demographics. This may be, your demographic background can include things as your age, your sex, your income, and you have psychographics, which can be more like your attitude, your perception of different things, and your behaviors. All these different types of people and different types of audiences will make a difference. When you're communicating your message, they're going to receive it differently depending on how you communicate. For instance, right now, I'm looking to chat with somebody who has a positive attitude, an abundant mindset. I'm sharing ideas with people that may be entrepreneurs or business owners. They understand that's why I'm sharing these ideas with them. But if I was trying to communicate to consumers that didn't have anything to do with business, they didn't understand that. They may not even understand what personal branding is or why it would be of importance to them. So I would have to communicate a little bit differently. I'm calling business owners and entrepreneurs to action to help amplify their business and elevate their personal status so they can claim their stage and be seen as the authority in their industry. That works when I'm talking to business owners and entrepreneurs. If I'm talking to a teenager who's never had a job before, he probably won't understand what I'm saying. Or maybe teenagers today would, but not all teenagers are really into entrepreneurship so young. But definitely if I was talking in the senior home, they may not really understand what I'm saying either. But that might be for a different reason. I really appreciate seniors. I'll be a senior too one day. So the importance is, do you really know your target audience? Do you know the audience that you've developed? Are they one and the same? Sometimes we write content for the wrong reasons. We put out messages for the wrong reasons. Case in point, I once, when I started off as a freelance web designer, wanted to create content that would be valuable to my audience to attract business. And so I started to create content related to web design and the technical backgrounds of web design. Did that start attracting business owners to start engaging with me? No, it didn't. It started to attract other web designers who were interested in that same content. So it really didn't serve me a lot of good to create that content. I've learned a lot in the last several years, and now when I'm creating content, I know who my target audience is. I know that they are professional, they have the attitude, expertise, and drive, but maybe they're looking to gain a little bit of knowledge on branding or marketing so that they can elevate the success they have in their lives. And maybe they're looking for a little guidance there, maybe they're looking for a little direction, they're looking for tools, resources, and that's why I'm here. I'm looking to connect with those people so I can help them achieve their bold vision as I work to achieve mine. So, think about it for a moment. If you haven't taken the time to actually write down your target audience of the people that you aim to connect with and engage with and really understand who they are, then take time to do that now. Make sure you're thinking of the demographics. Make sure you're thinking of the psychographics. Think of how to communicate with them, what's important to them. Always think it's about the audience. It's not about you. You may share your background, your insights, your experience, but it's always about serving the audience.